Good morning and welcome to the Owatonna Today show. I'm Betty Johnson. I'll be your host for today, which is Monday, August 6th, and it is a particular date in history I think deserves a mentioning. It was on this date back in 1945 that the world was changed with the dropping of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, something I think is worth noting. The Owatonna Today show can be seen 6 days a week on Charter Channel 8. Also, we're out there in cyberspace on the internet. You can find us on YouTube, Blip TV, and on Facebook. Or you can just do a search on Google and we will turn up. And you will receive a direct link to each new show on the Facebook page. Owatonna Today show always welcomes your comments about the show and any ideas that you may have for topics and guests. You can contact Owatonna Today via email at owatonatoday@charter.net or by calling the show's producer, Leanne Alt, at 390-5751. And we want to welcome a new supporter for today's show. Is the Owatonna Today show would like to welcome the Steele County Free Fair as it is approaching rapidly as a new supporter of the show. We have a good lineup of guests for you today on our show. Our guests include on our second segment, we will be welcoming Laurie Running, who is the director of the Advocates for Developmental Disabilities. Festival of Trees is coming up, and yes, it's in November, but they start working on it very early, and we'll be talking about some of the preliminary stages of that. Also, we are going to be going out to the Owatonna Clinic, out and about in the community, with Gina Wendricks, who is the audiologist at the Owatonna Clinic, and that is all straight ahead. So we're going to take a break to hear from some of our supporters, and then we'll come back, so stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today show.
Recreational fires are allowed within the Owatonna city limits, within a fire pit or a device designed for such use, and can be 3 feet in diameter and no more than 3 feet high. They must be 25 feet from a building or combustibles. Only untreated or unpainted woods must be used. Fires must be attended by a person at all times that are capable of extinguishing the fire. This has been a safety tip from the Owatonna Fire Department.
Hi, we're Mark and Becky Stevens of the Owatonna Pizza Ranch.
And we support the Owatonna Today show.
It's Leanne on the go for the Owatonna Today show, and I am here this morning at Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna with Dr. Gina Wendricks, and she is the certified audiologist here at the Mayo Clinic Health System-Owatonna. Welcome to the show, Gina.
Thank you.
Now, give us some background about yourself. Where did you grow up? Where did you go to school? And how long have you been here at the clinic?
Well, I grew up in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Oh, okay, you're a Packer backer, right?
A little bit.
Yeah, I can tell by the green shirt that you're wearing today.
With my gold on.
Okay.
Green is with me.
All right.
I went to school at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point in Madison in Wisconsin,
Okay.
where I obtained my Doctor of Audiology degree. I then followed up in La Crosse, Wisconsin at the Mayo Clinic there for my residency.
Okay.
And then last June, I transferred here to the Owatonna Clinic full-time, so I've been here a little over a year now.
Okay, so how do you find our fair community compared to Green Bay and La Crosse?
It's very nice, very welcoming and very friendly.
Okay, that's great. Now, how long of a program did you go through? Is the Doctor of Audiology program?
It's an 8-year program.
Oh my goodness.
So 4 years of undergraduate work and then 4 years doctoral.
Okay, so you have really put in your time.
Yes.
Okay, terrific. And tell us now about what types of services you provide for your patients here at the Owatonna Clinic.
We're a general audiology clinic. We offer diagnostic hearing and balance assessments for patients of all ages.
Okay.
We offer a full line of digital and programmable hearing aids, as well as custom hearing protection, and then we also do the newborn hearing screenings.
Oh, okay, but that's really interesting. How do you judge hearing in a newborn?
It's an automated screening, so we put a little probe in their ear, and then the ear actually sends us an echo, and that's how we measure the hearing abilities.
Oh, okay, okay.
So no response is actually required from the infant.
From the infant, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. But does every infant go through that
Yes.
screening?
Every infant is initially screened right after birth.
Okay.
And anyone who needs follow-up would be seen back at the clinic by myself.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. So does that happen while they're still in the hospital?
Yeah, it happens before discharge.
Before discharge, okay. Well, something that I didn't know. Okay. So who should come and see you? I mean, a lot of us, I'm sure you're seeing people of all ages. Mm-hmm. And that is due to what?
Just the changes in technology mainly. You know, there's iPods, MP3 players, so we see a lot of younger people, people who work in factories, around farms. So if you're noticing any type of hearing loss or difficulty hearing or understanding, many people will say that, you know, others are talking in a muffled voice or talking too fast,
Mm-hmm.
can't understand. But usually that's a good sign that there's something else going on.
Okay, and it's really because we haven't protected our hearing from birth on.
Right, all those loud noises, even if it was 20, 30 years ago, they all take their toll.
Okay, okay. So when someone walks into the office with you, kind of step us through the process that you go with them. If they're a brand new patient, they're a little bit nervous, what do you actually do with them?
We start out just talking. I want to know their history, especially, you know, what noises they have been around, what their concerns are, and what they hope to get out of the appointment.
Okay.
We then go into the hearing test.
Okay.
In which they wear a set of headphones and respond to a beep every time it's heard.
Okay.
And then we follow up with the results and what they can do to improve their hearing.
Okay. And what are some non-hearing aid methods to improve one's hearing?
Just basic communication skills. So looking at the person when they're talking, making sure you're getting away from any background noise, so turning down the television, you know, going to a quieter spot, good lighting. It's always important too. You can speak up slightly if a person is having difficulty hearing you, but don't shout. You know, speak in a normal rate.
Okay, it's kind of like what I did with my dad before he finally got his hearing aids.
Exactly.
It's really difficult. When do you know it's time to come in and see an audiologist as a patient?
Anytime you're noticing difficulty or family members are noticing you're having a little bit of trouble hearing others, it's always a good idea to get a general baseline. Even if things are okay, we have somewhere to look back on in the future.
Okay, and it's really something that patients should not feel ashamed is maybe not the right word, but I think a lot of people are hesitant in coming in to see an audiologist because they don't want to admit that there is a hearing issue, or they don't want to admit that as we age, yes, we do lose some of those functions that we were so good at when we were younger.
Right.
So how would you encourage patients to come in?
You know, it's not anything to be afraid of or scared of. It's a very open appointment. You know, you're not pushed into anything. If hearing aids are an option, they're very cosmetically appealing these days. So they're well hidden. You know, and overall it just helps socially. You know, it's more noticeable when you can't hear than when you can.
Okay. Now you said you also do some assessments with dizziness. Explain that.
Anytime anybody's having any dizzy or balance problems, that can point to a problem with the ear itself.
Such as?
Certain hearing losses can cause dizziness.
Oh, really?
So we always look at the auditory portion of that hearing system because they're housed so close to the balance organ.
Oh, okay. And what is the balance organ? I guess I don't know what that is.
The balance organ is just actually 3 semicircular canals with fluid, and the fluid moves around and moves the little hair cells, and that's how we tell where we are in the world.
Oh, really? And is that located in the ear region?
Yep, just behind the ear.
Just behind the ear. Okay. Well, that's really very interesting. So if someone comes into you with a dizziness issue, what might be excuse me, what might be some of the treatments that you might use to alleviate that?
Some people get dizzy with different head movements, and that's just a simple maneuver that's done in the office, actually by our physician assistant, Sarah Packard.
Okay.
It just requires laying on a table, and she'll rotate your head in different positions, and that will help get rid of the dizziness that's invoked by different head positions.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's fairly quick, non-invasive treatment, and people usually have great success with it.
Okay. And then if you have to go further with the dizziness, if something like just rotating the head and rearranging, I guess rotating the head, does that rearrange the fluid in the...
It rearranges the crystals.
The crystals,
Yeah.
okay. Now explain crystals. How do we get crystals? What is that?
Crystals are just a natural part of the balance organ, but from time to time they migrate into those canals and can cause dizziness.
Oh, okay.
So those head maneuvers just dump the crystals back to a spot where they don't cause that dizziness anymore.
Okay, all right. And then if something like that doesn't help with dizziness, what are some of the next steps that a patient might go through?
Some of the next steps would be to follow up with an ENT provider, and that's Dr. Jones here at the clinic. He
Okay.
might order a CT or MRI
Okay.
just to get a better look as to what might be going on. And then they may have to follow up at Mayo Clinic in Rochester for some further testing.
Okay, all right. So you've done the evaluation with the patient, and how long does that generally take?
Generally takes about a half hour.
Okay, all right, so it's not a whole lot of
No,
time
fairly-
involved with
fairly
that.
quick.
Okay, and then if the patient needs hearing aids, then what is the next step that you go through with them?
Then they would come back to the clinic, they'd see myself, and we'd go through a consultation. So we'd go through all the different types of hearing aids, technologies, and pricing as well.
Okay,
We'd come to a mutual agreement on what we think would work best to start.
okay. And then after the patient comes in and gets the hearing aids, I'm assuming there's some adjustments that need to be done with them?
Usually, yep, there's a 45-day trial period.
Oh,
You
okay.
have 45 days to try them out, and I'll see you back a couple of times in between that just to make any fine-tuning adjustments.
Okay, all right. That sounds good. Anything else you'd like to talk about as far as the audiology department here at Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna?
Audiology services are available in Owatonna Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Okay.
Wednesday, we are up in Faribault.
Oh, okay. All right. Terrific. Well, if you suspect that you might have a hearing issue, if your children have been telling you that, Mom, I have to keep repeating myself, if you have the TV up too loud, those are some of the trigger points that maybe should let you know that maybe you need to come in and see Dr. Gina Wendricks here at Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna. So thank you so much, Gina, for being with us here on the show, and we thank our viewers for coming with us to the Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna for the Owatonna Today show.
Hi, this is Dave Efforts with TPS Insurance, and we are proud supporters of the Owatonna Today show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Gina Wendricks, audiologist for Mayo Clinic Health System in Owatonna. I provide comprehensive audiology care for your entire family. This includes full diagnostic, speech and hearing evaluation services, and treating people of all ages with hearing loss, tinnitus, dizziness, and balance disorders. We offer a full line of hearing aids that I can custom fit and repair. To schedule an appointment with me, please call 451-1120. I look forward to meeting with you.
I needed more than just another dead-end job. I wanted a career, so I expressed myself.
With the kids off to college, I decided it was time for me to go back to work and express myself.
Express got me in touch with some really great companies. Now, I'm on my way to a great career.
Express Employment Professionals is in contact with thousands of companies in need of quality employees. Come in now and get the job you deserve.
Express yourself today.
Hi, I'm Doug Johnson with the Owatonna Business Incubator. We're here to help small businesses start and to grow. We're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today show.
Hi, my name's Dave Olson and I'm with R&K Electric, where we provide power to the people. We're proud supporters of the Owatonna Today show.
Fair time in Owatonna, Minnesota's biggest county fair. The Steele County Free Fair runs August 14th through the 19th. Take in the brand new Gold Star Midway with over 40 thrilling rides, 3 free entertainment stages. The Minnesota State Lottery proudly presents the Wheel Walker high above the Midway on the 85-foot Ferris wheel, 2 free performances daily. What a show! It's the biggest reunion in the State of the Union. The Steele County Free Fair, August 14th through the 19th in Owatonna.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today show. If you've just joined us, my name is Betty Johnson. I am your host for today. And our guest we have now in studio is the director of the Advocates for Developmental Disabilities, or AD, Laurie Running. Good morning, Laurie.
Good morning, Betty.
And we're going to be talking Festival of Trees. Yes, that's coming up on November 16th, Friday night, but preparations are already underway.
They certainly are. Yes, they are.
First of all, before we get any farther, I do want to mention, before we forget, the AD office has changed, has it not?
It has, yes. Many people have driven downtown and thought we've just maybe have closed up, and we have not. We've moved to St. John's Church, and we are at the north end, and so our new address is 1125 Lincoln Avenue South.
And you can see the sign as you go down Lincoln, too. The big sign is very prominent.
Yes, our sign. That's right. So thank you for mentioning that. So we're still open, and we're just in a new location.
And the festival has changed venue as well, hasn't it?
And you're right. Yep, it's our 22nd festival, and we are going to be holding it this year at the new Steele County History Center, and we're really, really excited about that. And you know, you're always kind of get used to being at one spot, and we loved being where we were before, but this is going to be exciting, not just for board members and all the volunteers that help get everything ready, but I think for all of the people that are going to come out to it and underwriters purchasing trees. It'll just be fun at a brand new spot.
And it's more convenient right in town.
Yes, yes, very much so, yes. And convenient for us as well, kind of bringing everything over and planning everything. So yeah, it'll be fun.
Now, what have you started doing so far? I mean, you started in July.
Yeah,
my goodness.
Yeah. Well, and actually, we even started, you know, of course, before that, you know, that with the planning, almost after the first one's, you know, after your last one's done, as fundraisers go. But we've just sent out our underwriter letters. That is sending out to businesses, individuals, organizations that we have a big list of, and that is, underwriters means people that are purchasing the trees.
Right.
So we are trying.
But they don't have to be businesses, do they?
No, like I said, no, individuals, organizations, it can be.
Groups have gotten together and done it too.
Yes, anyone that wants to purchase a tree. So those letters have been sent out. Mind you, if you did not receive a letter and you would like a letter, you can certainly call us, and we will be more than happy to send out a letter. So that's asking what size tree you would like.
What sizes are available?
And the sizes go from 4-foot pencil trees.
And that's the narrow ones or the alpine ones, the smaller ones.
Yes, that's right. And alpine kind of means, too, when you say narrow, you're right, and it's got the wood trunk. You know, everyone goes, well, what is that? Kind of that woodsy look.
It's real thick, yeah.
Yep, but yet, as people maybe have seen when they've come out to look at the trees, they're aren't
the cutest.
Yeah, well, and they're not necessarily woodsy looking. They're not decorated like that. They can be decorated very elegant looking. And then we have now just mailed out also our live and silent auction letter, which is one letter, and that is asking for individuals who maybe would be interested in donating something towards the auction part of it, because on that Friday night is when, at the opening night gala, when we have our big auctions, which are to die for. They're wonderful.
Businesses have been very generous on those live auction items.
Yeah, the community is just tremendous. Yes, yes.
Some of the items last year we had was a snowblower.
Snowblower was our really big one for the live auction.
Although the winter exactly.
No, we didn't. But
it's Minnesota.
People will need it again. That's right. But wonderful items. So we've sent that letter out. That just went out to hope that people will, of course, donate again to that. So we are in our process of course, asking for all the different types of donations, people purchasing the trees, and then the next letter to go out, which will probably be the very end of August, will be then looking for the decorators.
Now, where do you get the trees?
We get them at a place up in the cities, and that's where we get our trees, that's where we get our wreaths, that's where we purchase everything.
Is there a deadline for people to return their letter?
You know, obviously the sooner the better, because once we know sizes of trees, it makes it easier for us to know how many decorators we need and the size of decorators that we need. So in that way, yes, but you know, we've had people that decide that they want a tree, and it's been the first week in November, and we've scrambled. We're not going to turn anybody away, but sooner is better.
Now, you mentioned decorators. I know that can be a challenge as well, to get enough decorators. About how many trees do you average per year?
Well, we have averaged, in the last few years, we've averaged between, I'd say, anywhere between 50 and 60 trees.
And that's a lot of decorators.
That is a lot of decorators.
Because you've had some decorators that have been with you since the very beginning.
Yes, yes. And as I said, this is our 22nd year, and we've had decorators that have done it for 21 years, and I'm hoping they'll do it again this year. So, but it is hard. You know, some decorators just, you know, of course, choose not to do it anymore. And we love getting new decorators. So that's another area that they certainly can, if anyone thinks they'd love to decorate a tree, they can call the office, and when those letters go out, we'll send it, and it kind of explains everything. Yeah.
And the thing is, we do want to mention to everybody as well that you do not need to do it all by yourself. There are people who, they get some friends together.
That's right.
And there is, you decorate by a theme. They know what their theme's going to be, and then you can hit the Christmas sales, and you can hit sales in summer when they have them too.
Right.
And there is a stipend that comes along with it.
Yes, there is a stipend that comes along with it, and that's all on the guidelines too. Absolutely,
That's
yes.
great.
And you know, people can go on our website as well and read a little bit more about the Festival of Trees and see, you know, see what it's all about, and be able to see, I think on our website we've got a few pictures of trees that have been decorated if they're just not familiar with the Festival of Trees. And also on the website is our contract as well for the underwriters.
And what is your website address?
The website is www.advocatesfordevelopmentaldisabilities.com.
Good. And the phone number?
Is 451-9769.
Good. Now, that's decorators, anyone who wants information. Where does all the funds that you do get for the festival, how are they used?
They are used, first off, they are used all here in Steele County. Our agency is right here in Steele County, and all the funds stay here for all of our programs. We have quite a few programs. I think probably a lot of people are familiar with our Cool Kids on the Block, our disability awareness
Probably
program.
the most popular one.
Yeah, because the cool kids are out and about at schools and even some adult groups. So that's our biggest program.
We should mention for people who are not familiar with that, the Cool Kids are puppets.
Yes.
They're large puppets that are used to convey a message of disabilities awareness in the school system.
That's right. And we've just started a bullying curriculum, and which, of course, everybody is, I'm sure, well aware of. It has become, unfortunately, more and more prevalent in the schools. And so we're seeing that as something that the Cool Kids can certainly assist with, helping kids understand to treat everyone with dignity and respect. So,
and I think you should mention, you should be proud of the fact that that program has been so successful that it is now a mandatory part of the curriculum for third graders, is it not?
That's right, in the Owatonna schools,
yes. In the Owatonna school system.
Exactly.
So that's got to be quite a feather in your cap.
Yes,
people have been so impressed with that program. Yeah. But you don't just do third graders.
Oh no, we do first grade, we do kindergarten. Really, we will go and do any class that any grade that teachers call and ask us. So exactly in high school. But we have a lot of other programs, and again, if they go on the website, they can see those programs and the different things that we do to help anyone, any family or any individual that has a developmental disability.
Great, Laurie. Once again, what's the phone number that they can contact you at?
451-9769.
Good, and this is our guest has been on this Monday, Laurie Running with AD, and we want to say AD stands for the Advocates for Developmental Disabilities. The Festival of Trees, their big fundraiser, which they do want to need to make it successful. We do have coming up, we're going to take a break, and then we're going to wrap up. We do have some announcements we do want to pass along, so please stay with us. This is the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, Warren Abraham, Abraham Consulting Technologies, your one-stop technology shop. We support the Owatonna Today Show.
pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Hello, I'm Shawn McNulty with Brookdale Senior Living, Sterling House and Clare Bridge, and we're a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today show.
Here we go. You're on. We are back with the Owatonna Today show. We do have several announcements we'd like to pass along that we find that would be very helpful for you. Beginning with the Brookdale Senior Living. It's care for your loved one. It's all part of the Caregivers Relief Program, where you can win a 2-week respite stay at Brookdale Community for your loved one, and it's a well-deserved 2-week break for the caregiver. Take advantage of a great community and great care. You can rest assured that your loved one will enjoy a comfortable and rewarding experience while you relax and enjoy your time away from caregiving tasks. Now, we said that is a contest. So for information about that contest, you can visit their website at www.brookdaleliving.com/care-relief for official rules. And that is quite something that's very necessary. Again, that's with Brookdale Senior Living, and they are one of our fine supporters as well on the Owatonna Today show. And also, I want to mention coming up tomorrow night, Tuesday, is Minnesota's Night to Unite. You can join your neighbors from across Owatonna on Tuesday, 2012, for the 4th annual Minnesota Night Out celebration. It formerly was recognized as the National Night Out. It's a night where people get together and discuss what they can do to help unite against crime. And I know in the past they've had some law enforcement officials that have stopped by different neighborhood groups to explain a lot of tips there on how you can help fight crime in your neighborhood. Also, Nature, Arts, and Crafts. Riverbend Nature Center naturalist Miriam Turnbull will have some fun and nature-themed arts and crafts at Riverbend Nature Center coming up on Saturday, August 11th at 1 o'clock. Now, this is a 2-hour program. A variety of materials will be available for participants to use. Program is free for Riverbend members, $2 for individual non-members, and $6 for non-member families. You can get more information at their website, which is www.rbnc.org, or look for them on Facebook. And we do want to briefly mention again, the 22nd Annual Festival of Trees, benefiting the Advocate for Developmental Disabilities, is in full swing. To reserve a decorated tree, contact the ad office at 451-9769 or email them at adsteele@hotmail.com. And that is today's show for Monday, August 6th. Please join us coming up on Wednesday when our guest will be Tanya Paley with the Safe and Drug-Free Coalition and Betsy Lindgren from Express Employment Professionals. That's coming up on Wednesday. Once again, my name is Betty Johnson. Thanks for joining us for today, and hopefully we'll see you back here on Wednesday.